We have about a 87% success rate. I mean, that's well above the average rate. And many of those couples now have been married for 8, 10, even longer years. Okay, guys, so today I want to talk a little bit about statistics. You know, from the beginning of time, and especially with the advent of the internet, everybody wants to throw out statistics that 80% of people are doing this or 93% are doing this. And whenever I hear that, I always question the source. Okay, so where is that coming from? Where did you get that 93%? Did you do a study? Show us the study. How did you come across that? And there have been studies done about the success rate of international marriages. And those studies show actually, the protocol of the study, how it was done, and then the results. And actually, on some of those studies, the ones that I have seen, and I've seen about 3 of them, they show that the success rate of international marriages is higher than domestic marriages. Okay, it's no big surprise to me. I look around many of the couples that I'm still in touch with and familiar with, and many of those couples are going strong and doing just fine. Yes, divorce happens, but I think at a lesser rate than compared to the domestic couples. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that. And I've talked about that in the past. I think it's just the commitment that went into it from the very beginning, from both the man's perspective and the woman's perspective. They weren't just willing to settle. They were willing to work really hard to try to find that right person. That's why they joined services like this. That's why some of the men traveled halfway around the world. The women were willing to actually go to these socials to try to meet that right person and then leave everyone they know to start building a life with that one person that they found. And I think that a lot of that is some of the glue that's holding these marriages together, and I think that's wonderful, and that's probably why these marriages do last longer than domestic marriages. We've had several of our own employees that have met and married their mates while they were working for us, myself included. And I was just thinking about that the other day, and I came up with about 15 or so couples that I know of that have met and married, and of those, we have about a 87% success rate. So 87% still going strong. That's well above the average rate, and many of those couples now have been married for 8, 10, even longer years. I just received an email this morning. I'm always talking about how I think it's better to go over on a tour instead of just writing the letters back and forth. But I did, receive an email this morning from someone who was writing someone for a little over 4 months, and then he went over just to see her, and it worked out very well. And these things can work out. Statistically, I think it's much better for success if you go over on a tour because it just gives you that much more of an opportunity to meet that right person. And if you go over just to meet that one person, it can be a little riskier, but it can work out as well. Let me read exactly what he wrote us, and it was nice to get this. This is coming from a gentleman from Canada, and basically he's just saying that he wanted to send us a note and update you. It says, it could not have gone any better. She's a very special person. She's just amazing. We have so much in common. To meet only her, taking a chance and hoping for the best. And I'm so very grateful that I followed my heart. We had such an amazing time together. I feel as if I've known her forever. I've never really believed in love at first sight. Thought I would not find someone as special and beautiful. Now I believe. We are now making plans for another trip and planning our future together. We are now soulmates. Thank you so very much for doing your part to help make this happen. That's what this is about, trying to help you find that one right person. Obviously, that's why, the guys come to the site. They're trying to find their soulmate. And whether it's an individual tour or going over with the group, as long as you go, that's the most important thing. I still think it's much better to go with a group. I'll always think that. But hey, it can work individually as well. But it will never work if you don't take the chance and actually go over and meet the women in person. Stop writing the letters, go over and meet the women in person.
You too can experience the romantic adventure of a lifetime. Join men from all over the world as they take a trip and find their future brides. Interested? Learn more at
Mexico-women.com.
If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.